Hi, this is Tim at Volgistics with your tip of the week for September 9th, 2024. In Volgistics, the checklist is used to track volunteer requirements. So these checklist items are tasks that the volunteer needs to complete to become or remain active. And when you set up a checklist item, you can determine which volunteers each one will apply to. So you won't necessarily see all of your checklist items for every volunteer. And one of the options for selecting volunteers is the assignment that they serve in. In this case, the therapy dog checklist items that you see here are only required for the volunteers who serve in the pet therapy room in this account. And selecting a single assignment there is a great way to limit those. But what happens if there are maybe multiple assignments that aren't really related to each other by things like their site or their place? They're spread out, but they all have the same requirements for them. As an example here, in this sample account, we have had this pet therapy room assignment for quite a while, but we're going to expand by starting a visiting pet therapy assignment. So both of those assignments are going to have the same requirements, but I can't really use the site or place as the requirement because it's not going to be required for all of the assignments under that place. So it's just those two assignments. So when we're setting up a checklist item, and we'll look at this distemper vaccine as an example, right now it is required for volunteers assigned to the pet therapy room, and I don't have a way to select two different assignments in here, so how can we manage this? A quick option is to create a set and base this checklist item on the set rather than on the assignment. So the set will be based on those two assignments, so all of those volunteers will be included. So to do this, we're going to start by creating a set, and we'll call this pet therapy. And we'll include volunteers in the set based on their assignment. We'll have two separate rules here, one for each of the pet therapy assignments. And we'll select the same roles that we had chosen there for the checklist item before. And then we'll create another rule for the other assignment. Now, under this set has two rules. We want to make sure to select the second option here. This way, volunteers will be included if they meet either one of those requirements. So if they're in either of the assignments, they'll be included here in the set. And click Finished. All right, so now let's go back to our checklist item. And we'll scroll down here. So we'll check if they are in this set and pick out our set here from the dropdown. And now, under those assigned to, we can blank this out because the set will handle that requirement now. So if we hit save here, this checklist item will now apply to volunteers in either one of those two assignments. So this is a good way to extend checklist items to apply to volunteers in multiple different assignments that aren't necessarily related to each other in a way that you can select easily. So the set makes it possible to expand that. And there are a lot of additional rules with sets, so this doesn't have to just apply to assignments. It can apply to any number of other fields or other criteria within the volunteers' records. If you have any questions about how this works, either the set or the checklist item, or anything at all in Volgistics, please reach out to the support team and we'll get back to you quickly. Thanks for watching and have a great week.